Hi, I'm Geneva Long, CEO of Bowlus, and today we just got in a brand new Endless Highways, and we're very excited about this particular unit because it's a base Endless Highways. So this enables you to get that fantastic 27-foot floor plan at a really fantastic price and some special features. So let's dive into it. This unit is selling for $185,000. It's 27 feet 1 inch long, 3,200 pounds dry, and 4,000 pound GVWR. So again, it can be towed by a huge variety of tow vehicles, many crossovers, SUVs, you name it. If you have any questions about if your tow vehicle can pull a Bowlus, you can always reach out to our sales team and we'd be happy to go over that with you. So let's spin this camera around and get started on our walkthrough. So here we are with this 2025 Bowlus Endless Highways. Fantastic 27 feet. Really great floor plan. But before we go inside, let's talk about some of the most important features on the outside. So first of all, you'll notice this beautiful polished 2024 T3 aluminum. Now every Bowlus is made from 2024 aluminum. And we do that because it is the same type of aluminum that's used on aircraft. We use aircraft grade rivets, and really you should think about the Bowlus as built more like an aircraft than an RV, which is why it has, one of the many reasons of why it has such spectacular quality. But you have over 5,000 hand-buck structural grade rivets, and you'll really appreciate that. And you might see rivets on other RVs, but these are not structural. They're mostly just aesthetic. And so a really different way to build an RV. We build our own frames out of aluminum. So again, very lightweight. We're all about that lightweight, high-end, high-quality type of travel that allows you to have those spontaneous types of adventures. And so as we get started, that really starts, at the hitch. And why at the hitch? We want you to be able to hitch up in under a minute. And so we've got that jockey wheel on the front. You need a 2-inch ball, and your tow vehicle needs to be able to tow 4,000 pounds, which is the GVWR of this 2025 Endless Highways. You've got safety chains, breakaway switch, and all of that makes it so that you can hitch up really fast. You'll notice great ground clearance on this Bowlus, and it isn't even a unit that's lifted. Of course, that's an option that you can option your own Endless Highways with, but it's not on this, and already you'll see how fantastic that ground clearance is. The step flips up for even more ground clearance. Propane tank on the front. And this propane tank, the only appliance that runs off of propane is the heating system. And that heating system also runs off electric, both on shore power and off the battery. And so you're really only using the propane if you're doing cold weather camping or extended camping in cold temperatures. And that's really to make up a big temperature differential. While we're here, let's talk about cold weather camping. So the Bowlus is one of the only RVs that's built by design to be for 4 seasons. And a big part of that is all of the water systems are inside the shell. So as long as you're keeping your heat on, and therefore the shell is warm inside, all of your freshwater and gray water lines are inside and not at risk of freezing. Same with your freshwater tank, that's inside. And so that really, opens up the types of camping experiences that you can have because you can use your Bowlus in every season rather than a traditional RV, which is more of a, late spring to early fall type of experience. So that's really fantastic. Also, if you plan on winterizing, very easy to do, very fast to do. So really opens up the type of adventures you can take. And certainly we have lots of owners that are using their systems in very cold temperatures, and that hydronic heating system that we use is absolutely fantastic for that because that's using glycol or antifreeze, if you will, to circulate through the inside of the Bowlus, providing fantastic heating, which can really make up huge amounts of temperature differential. So fantastic use of the Bowlus. While I'm here, let's talk about the front door. So we use commercial grade locks. You won't find any RV locks here. Find a hook on the front door too for any jackets. Grab handle here, and then there's a step light on the front. As we move back, this Endless Highways has 2 outdoor storage hatches right here, and they are both lockable. So just open these. So in this one, it's very long, and we've got our awning in here. And our awning goes on either side of the Bowlus, so I'll show you that in a second, but just takes a few minutes to set up and can go on either side, which again is a unique feature. So depending on how you're setting up with camp, you can easily access that. And then we'll go back here and open up this hatch, which has the 30 amp power cord and some chocks in there. So lots of storage. Also on the outside is an outdoor table bracket. So the outdoor table can hook on here for you to set up that outdoor table outside. And like I was mentioning, this Endless Highways is not lifted, but over here on the left, you can see the difference. So the one on the left is lifted, 3-inch lift, and it has those all-terrain tires. It also has Aero Move on it, which are all options on the Endless Highways. But this Endless Highways that I'm showing you today doesn't have those features, but still has really great ground clearance. And as I'm down here, I'll also just show you how that aluminum wraps all the way around the bottom, which means there's no way for vermin to enter the Bowlus, and again, all of those water systems inside the shell. So great for those 4-season camping. We use a Dexter Torflex axle, which is the highest end RV type of axle. Air conditioner exhaust here, a cassette toilet. So the cassette toilet, a little bit different than your traditional RV, and we do that for a reason. So we've really thought about the type of camping that you're gonna wanna do and why you should have a cassette toilet. So first of all, cassette toilets are very popular in Europe, and that's because they're much more hygienic than a black water system, and they also allow you a lot more flexibility than a black water system. So they can be dumped in any toilet, porta potty, etc. And this Endless Highways has a fan system that comes with it as well. And so that, when you flush the toilet inside, draws any sort of air back into the toilet cassette, so there's no smells while you're flushing that toilet. So really hygienic. And then that's the size of the cassette. And then when you would dump it, you would just unscrew this part of it and dump this into the toilet. And as we move along, we've got the heat exhaust, marker lights, we've got stabilization jacks down here. You have 4 on this Endless Highways, 2 in the rear and 2 in the front. Stabilization jacks are really required in the Bowlus. They don't level it, so don't think of these as levelers, but stabilization jacks. Because that hitch weight is so low, they always need to be down in the back whenever you might enter inside. Also over here, we've got those beautiful polycarbonate windows. We have 3 that open on either side. So 1 in the bedroom and 2 in the living room. You also have that awning rail, like I said, on both sides. That's a drip rail. And you also have weeping holes here on the windows. So no, we didn't miss a rivet. That's a weeping hole for the window. As I move back, and that beautiful 2024 aluminum, my favorite view of the tail, LED taillights, freshwater fill here for the freshwater tank, and then license plate light, license plate screws to secure that there, the other LED taillight. We have the city water inlet here, so that's if you're at a campsite or friends and family's home, that's where you would fill the fresh water, or that's where you would connect to the fresh water so that you could use unlimited fresh water inside the Bowlus, whereas if you were gonna fill here, that would be for your freshwater tank. Going over to the side, you have the shore power input. Everything in the Bowlus runs on 15 amp, which is unique, but you have 30 amp here, and then you can use the 30 to 15 amp adapter to plug into a regular household outlet. And that's unique for an RV. Usually you need 30 amp, and that benefit is that you can either use, if you're wanting to use a smaller generator, you can use a small generator like the Honda 2200 watt, so it's not heavy, it's quite quiet. If you're looking for extended air conditioning off-grid. Otherwise, this Endless Highways has 4 kilowatt hours of lithium iron phosphate batteries, as well as the sophisticated Bowlus power management system. And while this unit doesn't have aero solar, it still does have those solar panel inputs right here. And that's the suitcase style solar panel that I'll pan over to as we get closer to the front door. You can use 230 watt solar panels, so for a total of 260 watts, which can give you that additional solar absorption through those suitcase style panels and that input right there. Stabilization jack down below. You've got the gray water dump right there as well. Emergency exit right here. Almost a little hard to tell with the reflection. And then as we move forward, this Endless Highways, well, it is a base, actually comes with a really unique feature, which is the skylights. And those are a fantastic feature, usually only available in the Luxe package, but available just uniquely on this Bowlus Endless Highways. And then that front door. And then I'll just show you a peek of that solar panel that we have over here. So that's that suitcase style solar panel down there that you would plug into those ports. And let's head on inside this 2025 base Endless Highways. So we're heading inside this 2025 Endless Highways. And first, when you head inside, we have the kitchen. Before I do the kitchen, I just want to cover all that great natural light that you're going to get and all of those LED lights. So full LED lights throughout, and each room is independently operated and also dimmable. And then as I step in, you've got fantastic windows from side to side in the living room. Those unique skylights, which like I said, are a very special feature of this Endless Highways. And over to the other side as well. And then you've got obviously more windows back in the bedroom, which I'll cover as we go more towards the back. So over here on the on my left side, you've got the induction cooktop, 2-burner, turns on here. And then as you can see, all the controls are down below. The porch light is also operated right here. And then lots of storage. So fantastic kitchen storage in all Bowluses, but you've got that 3-compartment cupboard, really deep. And then you have the fridge with freezer, 3.1 cubic feet. All of our countertops are stainless steel, one of the only stainless steel parts of the Bowlus. Otherwise, we're using aluminum. We're obsessed. So anodized aluminum throughout on the interior. And you'll also find lots of outlets. And again, we briefly covered that Bowlus power management system, but that is running so that all of the outlets are always live off-grid. And this Bowlus Endless Highways has 4 kilowatts. Of course, you can option your Endless Highways to have up to 17 kilowatts, as well as aero solar. So lots of opportunities to upgrade your battery system if you're planning to go off-grid for even more extended periods of time. But as is, you're able to spend extended periods of time off-grid. You're also able to run the air conditioner off-grid, all of the outlets off-grid, and large appliances like Nespresso or blenders or hair dryers and all of those other fun appliances you might want to use. We've got the faucet and kitchen sink here, microwave, and all of the drawers in the Bowlus are going to be hard pull, soft close. So you'll see just how big that drawer is and we've got two. So one here and one down below. You've also got more storage on this side, so I'll just whip around. And this is where I usually like to put a trash can down below, really deep. And that covers the kitchen. Let's show a vent while I'm here. So all the vents are independently operated, closing and opening, and that beautiful brass screen. And again, you won't find things like this inside the Bowlus motorized, and that's for a reason. You know, if you've ever taken a spin on why RV blinds maybe shouldn't be motorized, you'll understand that, you know, first of all, an RV is a smaller type of vehicle, and so you're really able to get from one area to the next in a few steps. But the second reason is that, you know, RVs are made to move down the highway, and when things are motorized, first of all, they take up the amount of power you have. And here at Bowlus, we really realize and believe that your power should be used, you know, where you most want it, to power devices, to stay off grid for long periods of time, not to bring the blinds up and down. And also those things, unfortunately, tend to fail quicker. So we find having really sturdy, mechanical, well-made, and that's really what we're all about, is just really high quality, really well made. I'll take this opportunity to recommend that you jump over to my factory video that shows you how Bowluses are made, why they're made differently, why they're such high quality. And I think that will really give you a deep understanding of the differences that you'll find from a Bowlus to any other RV on the market. So here we are in the living room, and I'm sitting on the sofa right now. So I'll pan over to the dinette. So you've got the lots of storage down below. We always have our storage down below because we want that low center of gravity, which means better handling, and it also means more open space. So you won't feel claustrophobic inside of a Bowlus because you don't have all that storage up above where your head is. It makes a huge, huge difference. Storage all down below. And I'll just open one of these drawers. All of them are the same size. So you've got nice deep drawers. And I think of this as comparable to a 5-drawer dresser that you may have at home. So 2 on this side and 3 on the sofa side, which I'll show when I flip around. You also have sliding windows on either side here. Both of these shades roll down as well, so you can really have great light filtering. There's also blinds for these 2 skylights, which, as I said, are unique features and special features on this base Endless Highways, usually only reserved for the Luxe package. So if you're really interested in skylights, I would definitely consider this unit. And then we've got seating here on either side. This dinette table can remove, and you can convert this into a twin size bed. And then you can also convert the sofa that I'm sitting on into a bed. So the Bowlus sleeps 4. And then you also have the bedroom in the back. Down below the dinette, which makes a fantastic workstation if you're thinking of working from the road, you'll find an outlet on the left, USB charging, and then our distribution box in the middle, and 12-volt fuses on the right. So really great to work. There's also, all Bowluses are Starlink ready, and there's certainly also integrated Starlink options to consider. So if you're thinking of working from the road, usually we recommend Starlink just because it has the best, fastest connection and is great for that type of remote work. Let me flip around to the other side. So flipping around to the other side here, we've got the sofa. We've got those same 2 beautiful sliding windows. Skylight on this side. Lots of vents too. There we go. And moving down, we also have the air conditioning vent here. You've got 3 air conditioning vents. You've got one in the living room, one in the bathroom, and one in the bedroom. And those are all vented. So you can really think of the air conditioner as a almost automotive-like air conditioning unit. You won't find it on the roof. Again, low center of gravity, good handling. You'll find it inside the unit. And I'm going to take this opportunity to link to my air conditioning video so you can see the type of performance you can expect from the air conditioner in a Bowlus in hot weather. And then down here you've got 3 more drawers. I already opened those on the other side, but they're the same size. And then you also have the radiators down here behind here for the heating system, which we've already gone into, but I'll touch on it again. We use a hydronic heating system, which is a Swedish heating system, and that circulates hot glycol through the inside of the Bowlus. Great for 4-season camping. You know, really fantastic for keeping it toasty. Operates off of electrical, 30 amp or 15 amp, or the battery, or propane. So lots of different ways to think about using it depending on what your use case is. And one of the first things we always go over when you talk to our sales team is really listen to what your specific use case is. And of course, you know, discover if a Bowlus would be a good fit for you for that. But lots of different ways to power that heating system. So if you've, you know, wanted to go RVing in the winter, but never thought you could, certainly you can in a Bowlus, and, you know, consider talking to our sales team for even more information on that. So as we now, let's go into the bathroom. So before we do that, the door system on the Bowlus is really fantastic. So before I get started, I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to close the door to the bathroom and the bedroom, and that's this door right here. So now when I back up, the bedroom is completely separate. And then I'm going to close this door from the bathroom to the living room. So now when I back up, I have tons of room and a really private area in here. So this is great if you're having kids who are going to be sleeping in the living room, or friends who are going to come and sleep in the living room, or even if, you know, one partner gets up before the other or is a night owl, or however, you really have that separate bedroom, which is so key and very unique in an RV as well. So popping into the bathroom here. And let's go over the storage in the closet. So this is a unique feature for the Endless Highways. You've got a yours and mine or his and her closets on either side. So storage up above, hanging bar, the strap. So those suitcase style solar panels fit in here as well. And then shoe storage down below. And then the other side is the same, but there's a full-length mirror. So lots of room for hanging, full length for jackets, dresses, etc. And then shoes down below. And that mirror. Large vanity system, so double light, lots of storage behind. Mirror. Stainless steel countertops, faucet, sink, power. Again, that power is always live off of the battery, so blow dryers, charging electric razors, etc. are all very easy. And then if I move on my way up, I've got the air conditioner panel here. I have our Bowlus Power Management Touch System here. I'm just going to turn off that light so it's not any glare on my camera. So you can see how much shore power is charging the battery, how much power you're using inside, even how much solar absorption you have. So a really great overview. Main power switch here, which completely shuts off your Bowlus for storage. This is the controls for the Bowlus Power Management System, and if you're inverting power or charged into shore power. This is the heating system panel, and allows you to set temperature and timers and all sorts of things. Then we'll move over to the toilet. So you've got toilet here, storage behind. Got that vent there for the air conditioner. That's that glycol fluid for the heating system. That's where the fill is. This is the button to add water into your toilet bowl. And toilet. So you'll see when you're in the bathroom, you really have a very large bathroom for the RV, about 5 by 6.5. And then the shower. So you have the emergency exit in the shower, which means you can actually pass the shower head, which has an extender, all the way outside if you'd like to do an outdoor shower as well. This is our biggest shower in all of our models, so I'll just have a seat just to show you how big it is. And, you know, as you can see, I can't even touch the wall over on the other side. So nice big shower compartment. And then that's what the rest of the bathroom looks like from the shower seat. Now let's go into the bedroom. And this Endless Highways is set up today in the twin configuration. You also have a outlet down below for, you know, CPAP or anything else like that that you might want to keep under the bed. So that makes it easy. Really easy to get in and out of bed too in this twin position. We also offer a king bed configuration as well if you prefer that. At the foot of the bed, we have the mini booster system, which is part of that heating system to keep that warm air on your toes. USB charging. These two are fixed windows, but they do have wood blinds. So I'll just grab one of those to show you what it looks like. So that just puts right in those notches and flips up. There we go. And then these two windows are sliding. I'll just put down this curtain for you to see how well we block out that light. So, you know, really great cocoon-like environment in the back of the Bowlus bedroom. And then you do also have that air conditioning vent on that side, which we've already talked about quite a bit. Reading light, and there also is charging off of this light as well. So that concludes our tour of this 2025 Endless Highways. Like I said, this unit is available now and has that very special, unique feature of the skylights, which is usually only a feature of the Luxe package. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at www.bowlus.com or sales@bowlus.com. We look forward to talking more with you. Thank you so much.